Hey, llamas. Welcome, everybody. I hope that my levels are alright. Every time I'm wondering if the levels are perfect or not. There was a lot of hay in that barn. Maybe your hay is in another castle at the moment. Because I don't see any hay in the spot. I mean, I see a few bricks, but not that many. Welcome all of the llamas. I'm so happy to see you at the cafe. And happy Friday. If you are working Monday through Friday, or if you got school or anything else, if your weekend has come, then congratulations, you survived, and I am proud of you as a mama llama, and I hope that you will have a lovely weekend. If I can ask you for a little favor, just a tiny favor, it would be awesome if you could order onigiri as one of your dishes, because I need it for a quest. And I am just trying to get those quests done somewhere in the background when the game is running. But of course, I would like to welcome everybody who arrived in the chat so far. And we've got I'm firing my laser, and Mr. M, and Just Borb, and Kenny the Pirate, not Zai. Welcome everybody who said hello, who already ordered something at the cafe. Welcome everybody who might be lurking, and everybody who might see this video in the future, probably watching this on YouTube. No matter which is the source, are you live or if you're watching this afterwards, I hope that today is going to be a good stream, that we're going to have a little bit of fun
I am
interactions.
Here too. It seems I miss 1-6 soon.
Oh, we got a resub. Thank you so much. And Cassandra says I'm here too. It seems I miss 1-6 soon. Oh, soon. Thank you so much. Let's have some love and hype and hearts in the chat for an Cassandra resubbing and supporting me for 66 months in total. Wear your fancy sunglasses with pride, and thank you so much for being able to catch up with today's stream. Kenny says, I am absolutely stressed to the max. This is the worst Friday in recent memory. What happened, Kenny? Do you want to talk about this? Because I know that your work was quite busy lately. I hope that whatever is going on, it will change for the better. It needs to be better one day. So all we have to do is to wait until things get better. Sometimes you just can't control things, and if this happens, then it's good to remember to stay calm, but it's so easy to say that, but it's less easy to actually stay calm. So I understand, Kenny, whatever is going on, big hugs for you. Also, everybody else is welcome to give hugs to Kenny or whoever you want to give hugs to. Procrastinate depression, good to see you. Alright, llamas, so we're back to Rimworld. What is the plan today, other than idling at the cafe for a moment, just to discuss what we have to do in Rimworld with our colony? But I just can't stop myself from giving you pets. I just can't. Zest of the Lemon is back! Welcome and happy weekend! Mr. M says just keep calm and... wait, what was that? What was that? Ah! That's right. Don't panic. Just don't panic. Everything will be okay. Cassandra says, unfortunately, I just came to say hi. I got out of my shift this morning. I slept for 1 hour during the afternoon. No, you need to get to bed right away and get some decent sleep. Bringing my grand total of sleep time to 4 hours since yesterday morning, 40 hours ago. Cassandra, please, please, please take care of yourself in the first place. It was awesome that you decided to say hi, but you need to get some sleep immediately. So, giving you lots of hugs, virtual hugs, and at least you know that you need to get some sleep, so stay healthy. Sleep deprivation is the worst thing that can happen to you ever. I'm just hoping that you will have more time in the future to actually get decent sleep. And you can farm your hay later by lurking. There is nothing wrong with that, but please remember about getting as much of the sleep as you can. Welcome again, Zest. Welcome. Next week I gotta start caring about my career again. Does that mean that you are either getting back from vacation time, or are you starting a new job, maybe? At least I am training to being a streamer. And etc. You know that I've got very, very strong opinion about streaming for multiple hours in a row, doing the stream marathons. Don't do that, guys. This is very unhealthy. Sleep deprivation is the real thing. You can die because of lack of sleep. This is a serious situation. Oh, the university starts for you. Okay, so good luck with that. I am crossing my human puppet fingers for you, Zest, and you will nail it. All of the exams, this semester, everything will be okay. Just don't panic. What is sleep? I don't know. What is love? What? Next year of uni is starting in 2 weeks, but there's events a week before that. Okay. Am I making up words again? No, I don't think so. Probably if you're reading closed captions, this is a huge mess. I would recommend you to refer to the closed captions on YouTube, because they are much better. Although I understand that closed captions generated in real time are not easy to get done in the first place, and with YouTube I cannot have CC generated in real time. You have to wait for the automatic CC to appear when the video is being processed. That's right. Oh, throwing some hearts at me. Thank you, Zest. Thank you. I know there is going to be a lot of things going on, but stay calm and you know, you will nail it. Can I ask you, if you don't mind asking, what are you studying by any chance? Got to do something. Happy lurking, Mr. M. Thank you for joining. All right, llamas. I believe that it's time for the last pets for everybody. And you are so cute that I just can't stop. Can't stop. This cafe is amazing. And it's amazing because of you guys. Let's just do one little thing. The quests. Okay, so we got Pantai Orange. That's the new drink that is available. And onigiri, I hope that you will keep ordering this, because we're going to get a new dish. So for now, when the dishes are being served, then we can unlock some other dishes. So the more the better. I can see that this is some kind of sugary drink or dessert type. So good that we've got plenty of sugarcane. Speaking of the sugary thing, cotton candy, yeah, my sweet tooth is aching today. I can see it. Wait, someone is throwing hearts at you? Who are they and how did they get them? It was Zest throwing the emote in the chat. That's what I said, throwing hearts at me. And yeah, okay, so it's time to go. It's time to go to just leave the cafe. You can definitely go for... you can definitely use the command in the chat, !join, maybe !join with the animal name, but it is not mandatory. And yeah, and you will keep rejoining the cafe forever until the stream finishes. But right now it's time for me to move on to Rimworld scene and minimize the cafe. Of course, it's still going to be available. If I am going to go AFK, you will see it as a part of the intermission, so don't worry. !join, that's right, Blady. Good to see you. Oh my god, going for that stream streak, right? So today's 161 streams, if I'm not mistaken. Bro, it is incredible. Thank you so much. This is a huge support to the streamer. Seriously. Alright, I think that I am ready. Let's move on to Rimworld. Lady didn't manage to get their order. You can still get your order, whatever that is. 161. Yes, I remembered correctly. And you're sitting with Zest. I mean, good to see that. Yeah. You can order onigiri. That would help me with a quest. Or you can go with the Fantai Orange. That's a drink. That is the original one. The cheap knockoff is the, you know, the F drink. That's right. Okay, just moving on with Rimworld. Welcome to the Gravship, to place where that became our home basically, because we have started our adventure by making some mechanoid mud, probably by sending some really offensive yo mechanoid mama joke, and this cost us our lives pretty much, being stranded on this planet and trying to find a safe place to hide, but there is no place to hide. And this way we are forced to travel forever. And we ended, on the last stream, we have ended at a really interesting tile, but I haven't checked all of the details, and this is causing most of the trouble that we got into. One of the quests was based on getting rid of the bandit camp, so I thought, what would be the best way to raid the bandit camp? Remember, there is one episode of Salty Colony that you can find on YouTube, by the way. So throwing the links in the chat. Ha! Shameless plug. There was one episode that I called "It's Nice of You to Drop By" or something like that, when I got attacked for the first time with the drop pods that have fallen onto the base and destroyed the roof. Remember? Some of you probably remember this one. So I thought, hey, isn't that a perfect way to get my sweet, sweet revenge on them and finally attack them with my Gravship? So without thinking much, as I usually do, I got a little bit emotional. I got into this little revenge mode, I need to admit that. I haven't really checked a lot of details of the terrain. I just knew that it's going to be you know, the temperate forest, but I haven't checked the features of this tile, which are ruins, and by the way, wild psychoid plants. Remember, last tile was very, very unfortunate, and I was quite annoyed by the fact that we had toxic fallout, and then we had volcanic winter, so not much vegetation growing in general, so my psychoid plants were quite ruined. Right now, it's like a blessing, not from Cassandra though, but a blessing to us that we can get a little bit of that psychoid plant anyway, and of course up our cooking skills. It's all about cooking skills, not about using recreational psychoid plant or anything like that. It's purely for trade and for improving the cooking skills. So let them cook. But of course I haven't noticed that we've got ruins. And by ruins, I was really worried. Hey. So I end up in those ruins. But alright, I've got those bandits, which makes me a bandit landing at the bandits camp. Okay, I get it. Not very nice, but we benefit from that, so whatever. And then I thought about the consequences of landing in the middle of the ruins. I was like, wait, is there a chance for the mechs to be here actually? And I was scouting those ruins last stream, and guess what? We've got quite a few of mechanoids sleeping. By the way, Zai, it's good that you are on today's stream, because I need to let you know that your mom is actually locked in one of those, how do you call them? Let me find it, and I will let you know. She's in this building. That's all I know. She's in this building, and she's in one of those crypto sleep caskets. I've got a mission to rescue your mom. No matter if your mom is going to be happy about it or not, but this is my mission. So your mech mama might be sus, but your mama is actually the pawn that we are going to save today, or at least try to. So what's going on? We've got place running with mechs. And the weirdest, absolutely weirdest thing is that, guess what? The animals can just open the door like this and sleep amongst the mechs. This is so annoying. By the way, I'm waving with my hands quite a lot. So, just to let you know, my drink of choice for today's stream is a carbonated drink that is not the fantastic drink, but let's say quite close, not sponsored, so I'm not going to mention it. And I hope I am not going to spill anything today. All right, I'm sorry for this very, very long introduction. You know that I like this weird monologues. And let me catch up with the chat to see how are you doing, guys. And also, let me know what are your plans for the weekend. I love to hear from you guys, so you're free to tell me. Also, before that, I asked Zest what are they studying, and they say music production is my course, hoping to help produce other songs as a main job while composing my own stuff as a hobby. Wow, this is awesome. I think this is really nice direction that you've picked as your career. I don't think I met anyone who is planning to go for music production, so it's great to hear that you're doing this. If you've got any fun stuff to mention about your courses or maybe your future job, that would be awesome to hear, because we might not have this opportunity to, to get to know how to actually make music. unfortunately, I don't know much about it myself. The only thing I could do was to play a few instruments. I was playing keyboard and the flute. I tried to play the guitar, but unfortunately I'm not too good with reading notes. So, so I didn't really make it into my career, unfortunately. And then making music and composing music without this would be very difficult, I can imagine. So I am all ears if you want to share something interesting about this topic. Alright, let me check. How many hypes did I participate in all these streams? A lot, Blady. And thank you, 161 streams in a row. Visiting each week, Blady is amazing, guys. Thank you, Blady. Especially because you have work around this time when I start stream, so it's like true dedication. I don't know what to say. Is this a real life? Is this just F drink C? F for drinks. Yo, mama is so dumb. She can be backed up on a floppy disk. Wow! Procrastinate depression has thrown such a good joke. I mean, if I would be a mech, I would be pissed. I would be so pissed. You wouldn't find a shelter in the whole universe. But it was funny as hell. Thank you. Have you deepened your Mech Mama jokes wisdom? Anexedral asks. Your Mech Mama is so fat that she descends to the ground floor on the Richter scale. Oh no, guys. I see that you're warming up with the Yo Mech Mama jokes. We're not going to find shelter anywhere. Anywhere. Your Mech Mama drinks F-drink as a coolant. Yo, Mech Mama is so happy that she caused widespread dementia. Oh, wow. I revoked the last one, Alexadrel says. It seems I am unable to translate local dialect innuendo into standard English. It is possible, but it's great that you're coming up with those ideas. Please still do that. Oh, maybe not you, Alexadrel, because you need some sleep. You need decent sleep. Please take care of yourself. I love having you on my streams. I love having conversations with you, but I am just worried, you know, Mama Llama. How do you call it? I'm in Mama Llama mood right now, and I am just worried about you. Seriously. If you're playing instruments, you're already doing better than I am. I do everything digitally, but probably you know a lot of the theory of how to make music, right, Zest? Oh, we got another nasty joke. How dare you, Lavas? How dare you being so nasty to the Mech Mama? The GPU of your Mech Mama generates 1 frame in 10 seconds. It means that she got SPF, not FPS. Yo, Mech Mama is so old she can't launch a space rocket. Oh, you are so cruel, Llamas. Yo, Mech Mama have tried to crack Enigma in her youth. Instead, she was the one who got cracked. Ooh, savage! Why are you so savage? I am not surprised why the mechs are chasing us. thank you so much. We've got our dose of the Mech Mama jokes, and now the mechs are definitely chasing my butt. Great to see it. Yo, Mech Mama was installed by Edison as the first bulb. Oh my god, why? Oh, by the way, Harkovs, what are you doing? Oh, we are lacking food. Llamas, just a quick way to catch up with the stream. Of course, please keep sending the Yo Mech Mama jokes. I will try to read as many of them as I can. But there is a special thanks that I would like to give to, or I would like to say thanks to all of the llamas who have been so brave to become the characters in the game, in this playthrough. This is the Cassandra Storyteller, and difficulty losing is fun, reduced to adventure story. Probably you can see it with the research that the XP is closer to losing is fun, I believe. And we are working really hard on IEDs because I've got a plan to kick the butts of those mechs if I can before more mechs come. At least that's the plan. I don't know if it's gonna work out, but we have to try. And rice plant died. By the way, I was really surprised by the fact that you don't have corn at the hydroponics basin, but Laser told me that this is too OP, and probably it was a modded Rimworld that I've seen somebody keeping the corn at hydroponics basin. That's what I've learned from Laser, but of course I forgot to check it on Wiki, so please forget that. Also, as I said before, thank you, Kellan, Lazerix, Cuba Steve, Lenzar, Harkovs, Ragnar, QB, Zai, Tom, all of you guys. You're very brave to become part of this colony, especially because we have landed in the middle of this mess, and it was my fault. Obviously, it was my fault that we have to deal with the mechs. And what I was trying to do is I tried to disallow opening any door that had anything to do with any mech. So praying that this is enough. I pray that this is enough. And it started to rain like, I don't know, maybe a day ago or so. We've got rainy thunderstorm. There was better weather on Gleba yesterday, but okay, I'll take that too. I don't mind it that much. Zest says, when it comes to music theory, I mostly just wing it, and usually it sounds good, but I really need to actually learn music theory. I can't keep winging it forever. Isn't that part of your studies, of your university, that you learn the music theory? I thought that this is kind of mandatory thing to know. I might be mistaken though, so you're my source of information in this case. Anexedral says, personal record is 78 hours and 28 minutes of continuous wake-up time. During that time, I passed 3 uni exams with at least 8.5 out of 10 score each. Conclusion, never again in my life. Yes, Anexedral, never again. Please, 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 please. Take care of your sleep, guys. I remember that I had to pass one exam, and I started drinking energy drinks during the night for the first time ever, and I slightly overdosed on energy drinks. Never again. Don't do this. It's not worth it. Your health, risking your health is not worth it, Llamas. Don't do it. Yo, Mech Mama has been told that she's the first laptop. In fact, she was just PC with holder and wheels. Oh, but it still works as a portable computer, right? Right? Yo, Mech Mama is so tall that during thunderstorms she functions as a lightning rod. Why are you so nasty to the Mech Mama? And we're so dead, llamas. We're so dead. Did you read The Hunt for the Red October? You know, book about chasing the submarine. It was not the submarine. It was Yo, Mech Mama. The first experiment that produced electricity seemingly used a potato. Actually, it was your Mech Mama that got prodded. Oh no. Yo, potato Mech Mama. Oh, I guess that this is why the scorchers are so, you know, round shape, like potato shape. You're onto something. I think you're onto something. Your Mech Mama uses her cooling fans in such a way that United Kingdom used her to dig a tunnel under La Manche Canal. Oh dear. Thank you guys. Thank you for making it such a fun stream. Zest says the course focuses more on music production rather than composition, so behind the scenes stuff like mixing and recording. Okay, but I thought that you actually need to know the music theory. Oh, procrastinate depression with... Oh. Yo, Mech Mama is so ugly, even lightning isn't attracted to her. Oh, no. Yo, Mech Mama is so smart that she computes 1 + 1 at the speed of tectonic plates. Oh! Oh, we're so dead. Llamas, we are going to be chased for eternity. There is no way to apologize for this. There is no way. This is like the unforgivable sin or something like that. All of those jokes. I mean, all of them are so offensive towards your Mech Mama that we're doomed. We're simply doomed. Thank you for your amazing ideas, llamas. We got Ambrosia Addiction. Neil is our new character, so we need to wait until they... Well, we will give them some really bad time on Ambrosia Withdrawal. Anyway, I was supposed to look through other ruins and actually save Zai's mom, but no jokes about the Zai's mom, okay? By the way, can you go on alcohol binge without alcohol? Cuba Steve is binging on alcohol. I am just trying to allow you to get some rest. Quick health check on everybody. Malnutrition, that's right. That's right. You're not supposed to suffer from it. By the way, llamas, I would appreciate if you could give me some feedback on my levels. Can you hear the music in the background clearly enough? And the sounds of the game in the background? Does it mix with my voice well, or do I have to change maybe my voice to make it a little bit louder, or the music a little bit more quiet, louder? Is that the llama I see before me? I don't know. Who do you see in front of you? Hello, Kellen. If your stream had an opening song, what it would be? Wow, Blady. I don't know. Nobody ever asked me this question. Very interesting one, by the way. And the response to say Yo Mech Mama compilation, that would actually make a lot of sense. But this meme song, here's a llama, there's a llama, and another little llama, fast llama, funny llama, 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 duck. Actually, this is the origin of me becoming a llama. So I had a joke with somebody around this, and yeah. And that's how I became a llama. Welcome, K. K will be the name that can be changed This is amazing character that we have saved. I don't know if I can say we saved them. Anyway, they were chilling in one of the crypto sleep casket thingies, and basically they've got very special skill, which is Revenant Invisibility. Imagine how scared I was to lose them as a prisoner. But they are recruited already, it doesn't matter. So say hello to Kay, who will change their names now. Oh yeah, the Llama song, exactly! Sung by Llama Queen herself. I don't know, we don't have any Llama royalties around. I don't know. Hey, Zamius! Happy weekend! Music theory is more of a composition thing, so it's not mandatory. Music theory is concerned with how you write a good song, rather than how you make a song sound better with effects and stuff. I imagine knowing music theory would help a lot, though, which is why I'm saying I should learn it. First, if you feel that it is important to learn music theory, you know, I have just thrown my question because I had no idea if it's mandatory or not mandatory to learn it. But if you've got this ambition to actually do that, then go for it. Go for it. Good for you, and I am crossing my human puppet fingers for you. 10 hours of Yo Mech Mama compilation. Well, we need to catch up with all of the jokes, right? Llamas, there is general starvation going on, but do not worry. F my life. Scuba Steve with heart attack. Ah, why? Well, F my life. Ooh. Oh no, I can't make a heart. Ah! Wait, I can get a heart. I am so awful even thinking about it. We've got painful heart attack. Rescue Scuba Steve. Wee. Oh, QB to the rescue! Where are you carrying them? Bro, this is not the hospital. This is not the hospital, bro. Get back. What are you doing for F's sake? That was a mistake, all right? That was a mistake. Scuba Steve. Poor Scuba Steve. Okay. Once again. QB to the rescue. Otherwise, the hearse is coming. Heart for you, Llama. Thank you, ladies. Thank you so much. Llama, it was a subtle suggestion for you to sing that song. I don't remember all the lyrics, it was a long time ago, but I sang just a tiny bit. But, you know, I'm pretty bad at singing. Usually, I laugh when I sing, which is not making things any better. I hope that you're at least partially satisfied with this. But, lady, amazing question. Lots of insight into the Llama lore. Oh, the Llama lore is actually big. Wait for it, guys. Kellan is the best medic. Carry Scuba Steve to Crypto Sleep Casket. We could actually use it to just freeze them, right? But let's tend to Scuba Steve. It's alright, you're going to survive it. It's not a big deal. We are the llamas, my friend. Yeah. I enjoyed that song, yeah. F for Scuba Steve? No, Scuba Steve needs to survive. Okay, I've got an idea. Listen, guys. remember that clip. I don't know who clipped me in the middle of my madness. I mean, thank you. I appreciate it. Well, remember when I had to save one of the pawns and I didn't really have a lung, I believe? Was it a lung? Was it a kidney? Let's say one of the body parts. Oh, okay. It gets dark and grim at the very beginning of the stream. Well, that's just me, I guess. Let me give you some context. Oh, it was Borb who provided us with this lovely link. Let me link it to both Twitch and YouTube so you can check out this clip. So what I did was that okay, the enslaved character got some of their intestines borrowed in order to save somebody else. And I believe it was Tom it was Tom because they had some of their organs rotting. And because Tom has got a natural healing, they grew back the tentacle as a gift, as a way to thank our pawn, our enslaved character, for borrowing the organs, as well as all of the organs have been regrown because of the unnatural healing. But in this case, we've got the heart to deal with. You cannot just remove the heart, because the character is gonna die, right? Unless you've got the character with death refusal, and we've got one with death refusal. So there was death refusal. Yeah, Lenzar. I mean, listen. We might want to cut out your heart for science. And then you don't really need it later because death refusal, am I right? So they should wake up, especially if we use a natural healing. Right? So I guess that I might have the way to replace the heart, but I'm not sure if I can bypass the death this way or not, because maybe the death refusal is not going to work this way. I mean, who knows, whatever. For now, we're just tending to Scuba Steve and see what's going on. But this is painful heart attack that we need to address immediately. Also, there is starvation on a level that is so high that Harkovs, you really have to start cooking, please. Even if it's human meat, I don't care. Bro, I don't care. And if there is anybody who is not picking up anything yet, you know, I was looking for berries, I was looking for fish. You cannot fish below certain minimum population, and unfortunately, it's over. The fish is not there. Oh no, it's burning. Oh no. Is this the only plate? F my life. F my life. Oh, F my life. Okay, Wagner. Just harvest anything you can. Alright? You are learning how to do the plant works, right? So, you know, needs to save everybody from being malnourished. Also, there is severe malnutrition. This is serious already. And I'm waiting for that corn to grow. Okay, Llamas, we've got a ton of long pork. I'm not panicking at all, almost. We'll get there. That heart attack was perfectly timed. We should be fine. F my life. That's right. It's Rimworld after all. We love it. Do we? I might sacrifice one of the horses again. Even if I don't like doing this. We need that wiki, Llama. I remember about it, Blady. I do remember. Yes, I had the idea of making a wiki in order to save all of the memories, all of the lore in one place. It seems you need a thematic adaptation. It will be my tomorrow's homework. Why does Llama-tastic bot answers the social command with 2 separate messages? I don't remember why. I believe that I just added in the command in my bot, I just added enter, not 2 space bars. And this is considered one message by the bot, but when the bot sends it to Twitch, it's considered 2 separate messages. It was just a little thing. Also, at least there is a highlight that, well, you know, I've got a YouTube channel where you can check all of those previous streams if possible. Some of them might be broken though. And I still need to work on it and figure out what's wrong. Maybe 60 FPS is the problem. Oh my god, I forgot about the fire! Llama, you idiot. I'm sorry. Ah, Jesus. Okay, stop it. Get some help. Llama, calm down. It's okay. Cooking. Yeah, we cook. Hey, Harkovs. Sorry, Harkovs. Why would you cook? Let them cook, for God's sake. We're starving. Also, where's Scuba Steve? Why the hell are you right there? Okay, wait. That was a heart attack. But okay, it's fine. They are healed. But maybe it was the smoke leaf. I don't know. Scary things are happening. Yeah. F my life. Why would you have to get into the middle of this? F. Ragnar, but you were getting all of those berries, remember? Those berries that somebody else might use because we've got vegetarians out there. Zai, this is not your mama joke. This is actually a statement. I am going to save your mama. I hope so. First we have to save the crops. And we have to deal with the starvation, the severe starvation. Okay, it's okay. Wait, Zai, I am sorry to wake you up. Severe pain. Not the best stuff happening, but you know what? I've got the smoke pack. No? Life pack? Oh, okay. Get back to bed. Not the smoke pop, the fire foam. Campfire. I was supposed to make fire foam pop packs. Okay, I didn't make those. Ooh, llamas. This is bad. Oh no, okay. I am panicking today. It's not the best day for the crisis on this isle. Not the best day, okay. Medical emergency. What's going on? Wow. Extreme malnutrition. Okay. Sure, I mean, Harkovs, you cook. Bro, you cook. By the way, Kay, are you okay, Kay? Are you okay or you're not okay? We're going to give you some ambrosia. You come from Way of Steel and probably you don't really like the funny substances, right? Blah, 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 blah. Cannibalism horrible. Are you kidding? Somebody will pick you up. I'm sure that they will pick you up. By the way, Lenzer, what are you doing? Why you're not in the bed? Resting? Kellan? I mean, Kellan, you're the best medic, so yeah. You need food, but also you need to give Zai food. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Ambrosia, give the man a grain of rice. But when you give the rice, then you get the chance to get food poisoning. Milk is the least... is the lowest risk. Milk and berries, I believe, and baby food are the lowest risk type of food if you don't want to get food poisoning. Good for you, you saved that little psychoid plant. Good for you guys. Alright, Herkovs is cooking. Kenan, would you... Okay, Zai is fed already. Kenan is saving our new character. See? It's only 82%. We're getting there. It's getting better. It's getting better. I know that this colony will survive. I just need to stay calm. Harvest random stuff. Yep, that's what we do. Also, I just want for corn to grow, and this is, at least there is regular clear weather in here. We don't have to deal with any toxic fallout or volcanic winter. I hope I am not going to call it out. Deep breath, take a deep breath, that's right. Wait a minute, guys. So can anyone point me to the origin of the F in chat custom? F because of the pressing F to pay respects from one of the games. Wasn't that Metal Gear Solid by any chance? Google know your meme F should explain it. Zai. This is what the wise llama said. Zai, thank you. I didn't think about this, but yeah. It's worth googling it. Lady, why did the IRS text at me if you have ever loaned me a hay bricks? Thank you, and why did that pop up just in the next version of the Call of Duty since I decided to drop the series? Oh! Okay, it was Call of Duty. Well, one of these. Why did I think it was Metal Gear Solid? I guess that I've got Mr. Kojima on my mind since we had the conversation about Death Stranding 2. Possible release on PC, hopefully, coming soon. Looking forward to it, I hope. Bro, no, you're not doing that. By the way, this is our additional stash of stuff, but you don't want... It seems like we don't need additional heart, but I guess that I've got a little bit of the... At least I've got some imagination and I'm quite resourceful or something like that, right? So it's not that bad. Kay, you okay? Maybe we should call them Annie. Annie, are you okay? Hey Zorian, welcome back! Walking Scene 2, that's right. I've played Death Stranding 1, loved it. Although I have a bit of issue with this game because I'm getting very anxious when I have to pick up the parcels, or actually when I see the parcels that are lost, I want to pick up everything around me. That gives me a lot of anxiety. I am incredible hoarder in games. To the point in which my fiancé was kind of making fun of me when I was playing Diablo 2 and Diablo 3, and I was picking up all of the lowest value items. I was picking up everything in Diablo 2. Imagine this. I know it's hard to imagine, but it was happening. That's why I haven't finished Diablo 2 until one of the fellow streamers that is inactive, unfortunately, has asked me if I would like to play this game with them and with one other person. So they basically dragged me through everything, and I couldn't even pick up most of the stuff, so I was just trying to get the most valuable things. And then they had to wait for me anyway, because I was gambling. Gambling with all of the coins that I got in Diablo 2. There was that guy, the NPC was called Geet, I believe, and you could gamble, you could get different properties of the items, and I was gambling all the time. Yeah, I know. Kay is throwing the tantrum. Kay is definitely not okay. Please do not. Smashing random furniture just because you ate human meat. Are you sure it was human meat? You sure? Like 100% sure that it was human meat? I call BS. I'm sorry, Kay. You're not okay. I refuse to give an answer to this question before consulting my lawyer. Oh, Blady, I see that you took the Llama lawyer classes. The law for llamas classes. Okay, good. I just watched the Death Stranding movie on YouTube. By saying the movie, I guess that you have watched the playthrough, but at the very beginning of the game, there are so many cutscenes that, yes, you can definitely consider this a movie. Yeah, I get it. Hey, stop it! Get some help, bro! Somebody stop them. As long as they are not going to destroy items, I'm okay with it. No, it's the experience that you get into construction work for fixing stuff along the way. Just don't overdo it, because we won't be okay with this. I'm watching you. Okay? I'm watching you. Bro, I need to answer them something. They seem to be heading towards my place. It's the middle of the night. Give me a hint so we can wing this stuff away. A true loot goblin. A true loot llama. Procrastinate. It's not as bad as doing the same in Path of Exile. Azorian. I have visited one of the streamers who have been playing Path of Exile. And I said, oh, there is not much of the loot around. That's so strange. Why don't you pick this up? And they were like, but there are some filters that you can set up so you don't see the labels of the items. And they turned off all of the filters. I thought I am going insane. And all I was able to respond to them was, okay, please make all of your filters active. I didn't see anything. I am getting very anxious right now. Path of Exile is terrible. I mean, the gameplay is probably amazing. I am not denying that. But, I mean, come on. How can you not pick up stuff? How can you generate so much stuff? It's giving me a ton of anxiety. A ton. A lumblin. What a lovely name for a llama goblin. Stop it, Kay. Stop it. For God's sake. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I'm not sending you to the jail, but I've got really bad thoughts. I am getting really bad thoughts right now, so you better stop it and get some help. Not the hydroponics basin. Not the... Ugh. I swear! I swear you have the right to remain silent, Kay. Okay? This tantrum is way too long, way too long. This is bad. Very bad. And we were supposed to celebrate Haymas. No green friend for you, my friend. Finally it stopped. Whew. Okay. Save the game. Build the tree. So yeah, Izorian, let me sum this up. Seeing Path of Exile was great, but with all of those filters on the item labels. Otherwise, I felt the urge to pick up everything, and you can't pick up everything, and it's bad. I'm getting anxious even when I think of it. Now, that's right. Sorry for the safe spamming. My brother was roasting me for picking up all the bones in Baldur's Gate, Kellen says. I never finished Baldur's Gate, like any of those, because guess what? When I started playing Baldur's Gate 2, I believe this was my adventure with the series for the first time. You were supposed to escape some kind of prison or something like that. I think that some mage has imprisoned you, something like that. I was very worried about my inventory space, that I didn't get enough of the inventories and I couldn't pick up everything. I am beyond rescue. It's not possible. In real life, I am a paper hoarder though, and do you know how many papers I got rid of? Like notes from the university times? Damn it. I still find something from time to time. Yeah, we all know Geet. Let me think. Tell them we meet regularly in the stream of Talking Llama, who's also the great oppressor of unnumbered universes, and maybe once I share my haybricks with you, but in terms that are allowed in Erasia. Wow, there is some serious business going on in the chat. It was not truly a playthrough, Azorian says. It was a compilation of cutscenes and gameplay moments that contain story. Alright, that's fair. Although, playing the game is a really good experience, especially if you're supposed to deliver pizza. That was my favorite. We're low on food. Alright, llamas, I know. I was supposed to do something. You stinky bugs. By the way, do you know how to deal with those hunter traps? I wondered if the IED traps are going to work or not. You sure about this? They actually know you're lending haybricks. Are you sure you want me to confirm that stuff, even though you never lent me a single hay straw? Oh no, the arguments over haybricks. This can't end well. Trust me, I am protected by the Eurasian law, Lady says. At least, that's what my lawyer said. Dude, they are not accusing you according to the Eurasian law. They are accusing you according to human law. Ew. Wait, is your lawyer actually a human? Tough. My lawyer says I am not bound to answer this question. Well, it's an optimization of value to time when it comes to stuff you pick up. I mean, okay, that's fair, Azorian. That's fair. Please excuse me, somebody is knocking on my door and saying this is the human police. Hide! I mean, where's your human puppet suit? Where is your human puppet suit? Do you have your human puppet hands? Quick! Dress up! Before they notice that you're not a human! I thought so. You're royally screwed. Listen, I will tell them that you once sold me some barley bales because I attempted to start up a goat farm for milking and my goats died from bloating, so I made pastrami out of them. Remember, barley bales, not the hay bales. That's even more sus. Dish that lawyer into the Mech mama's hole. Borb says I'm not a llama. This is just a camera filter. No worries, the humans live with filters as well. By the way, guys, have you seen Instagram filters? This is crazy. How can you do that? How can you use the filters like on Instagram or on TikTok or anywhere else and just be a llama the way you are? Unless you're a human, then you're sus. A bit sus. Alright, I didn't pay attention to the game a lot, but I still got the plans to rescue Zai's mom. I remember that. I remember. Just, yeah, getting food. Remember? Getting food. Zai in bed, good. They are being fed, good. Helen in bed. That's right, you should stay there. Kneel with inspired taming. Alright, guys. We've got 2 names to assign. But of course, I would like to leave the enslaved character without a name. I don't want for anyone to feel bad that you got enslaved character. So I will leave them with the original name. But the other 2 are up for grabs, and I will check who is next on the list because I want to check the request queue and see who requested the name. Game Blady, happy lurking, and thank you so much for this question regarding the opening theme. That was very interesting. Here's social heresy. I do not use Instagram. I know, me neither. I planned to use it for miniature painting, but my miniature painting adventures are on hold for a moment. Wait a minute, guys. Wait a minute. Where is the name in the game for Rimworld? We've got 6 requests. And I wonder, you won't have the opportunity to check your stats just like you usually do with the Twitch Toolkit and Toolkit utils. It's not active for this playthrough, remember? But I believe that the next 2 names are Mr. M and Kenny the Pirate. That's what I see in Rimworld. So, Mr. M, I hope that you're ready to die. Or not necessarily die. Anyway, you're back, but there is no... I cannot use all of the symbols. That's why this is your username. And we get Kenny the Pirate. So K will become Kenny. I can't give you the peg leg, sorry. Welcome, guys. Mr. M, this time you are not incapable of violence. In fact, you've got bloodlust trait, and you will probably be used a lot in fights. So congratulations, you're effed. Just a bit effed. Just a tiny bit effed. Blackout incoming. Good night and good fun, everyone. Thank you, Onexedral. Sleep well. Enjoy your weekend. Take care. And thank you for resubbing once again. there are diagonal wall bits now? Yes, there are, Azorian. Let me show you. When you use the structure and you get the wall, let's pick wooden wall. You can switch between Q and E. And this is regular wall, and you can go diagonal without, you know, without a lot of hassle, I believe. Hassle? Can say such thing? I don't know. You don't have to worry about it much. You just place it. You can just pick it as the choice. Just a camera filter. That's just what a llama would say. I mean, yes. That's... we are the llamas, my friends. And speaking of friends, Ragnar, clean the kitchen? Okay, it is the kitchen. Whatever. We need to do the Haymas celebration. And I hope it's not going to be absolutely boring. Also, I still need to think of some more food because the amount of food that I could provide to this colony, I didn't predict that I'm going to have that many pawns, so keep that in mind. You can bring me food? No. I am full already. Thank you so much for a lovely dish before I started my stream, but actually it's the starvation in the colony. Not starvation, but low food at the moment. Begin the Haymas, my llamas. Room impressiveness. Not so much. There is a chance for fun outcome, 59%. Okay, begin the Haymas. Laserik is going to give you a speech. Laserik? Laserik? So we've gathered here to celebrate the Haymas. May the sparkles be with you. Let's appreciate our green friend that is sacrificing its life for us to enjoy it indoors. Thank you so much for participating. Why is Mr. M late? It doesn't matter because they are participating right now. So make sure that you be kind to each other. Eat a lot of food. May you get a lot of food. May this Gravship prosper. And also no social fights allowed. Please be careful about this. Otherwise, you're gonna get kicked out this Gravship. Also, may the Mech Mama stay away from us until the next Haymas. Thank you for your participation. Our Gravship is great. We had the fun Haymas. Yeah, we got a buff. The Haymas was good. Everyone appreciated the chance to relax and have fun together. Everyone participating in the ritual gains plus 5 mood for 6 days. You gained 10 goodwill with... I think that this is nudist tribe, but I'm not sure. Total quality was 98%. For us. Okay, what is the alliance? Gentle tribe. Okay. Yep. Gentle tribe is the closest faction, I assume. Llamas, that was a good outcome. Now we celebrated. Now it's time to cook. And time to gather more food. And time to save Zai's mom. Because we don't know how long we can stay here. Also, whatever berry bushes... Oh! Damn, it's still burning. Whatever berry bushes we have, it's time to harvest. Also, I'm pretty sure that there was another pond. I mean, it's not the biggest one, but I have to use what I have. There is a bit of fish, like 20 fish, but needs to use what we have, right? Fishing is great until you realize that it's not enough. Oh, free food, by the way. Harkovs, I think that it's time for you to get that stuff. I can see that we've got predator animals, and Timberwolf was very, very unfortunate, I can see. So it's unconscious. It's unconscious and it's gonna die soon. So we are going to get more free food. This is one of the ways that I try to use as much as I can. Bye-bye, Timberwolf. Bye-bye. I mean, die faster because we want to get the meat. Come on. 3, 2, 1. Free food! Harkovs is going to bring all of this because they've got jogger trait, which I love. Also, there is no anima tree, I believe. Not on this tile. This is really strange. I see it for the first time that there is no anima tree. And I've got all of the DLCs unlocked. Anyway, I believe that the colony is well, there is a little bit more balance than it was before. We've got corn and now everybody's sowing a bit of rice. Sounds good to me. Also, you can get a few of psychoid plants here and there. They are fully grown. But still, we will have to supplement our diet with berries. And my plan is usually to just get the berries that are ready to harvest. But let's get back to the predator creatures and check. Oh, there is just burn. Fine, that's fine. You can also look for dead creatures, but usually I just check the log on predator creatures and see if they have hunted anything for food lately. But I will look for that stuff as well. Guinea pig, descated. Okay, so we've got everything. These pieces will be picked up. Also, good to remember about harvesting a little bit of hill root if possible. This map is huge and I would like to use this map as my permanent colony, but I don't have advanced component. I wonder if I could accept the mechanoid attack on this tile. But probably it's going to be overkill. Like, we're going to die immediately. There's so much meat roaming around the map. Yes, there is. But if you don't want to lose a lot of energy, then at least you can pick up whatever is dead already, right? Also, I wish it could stop raining, but it's fine. I was picking up some berries. I am using that tool that is used to look for stuff on the map in the inventories and so on. You can't see that because there is my face in the front, my llama face. But probably you trust me that I use it a lot. You can see bits of it here and there. Actually, I was hoping to find some treasures more than anything else, but I can't really... I can't really trust it, apparently. But if Ragnar is going this way... I mean, getting the blocks is not a bad idea, but you could always try to do some harvesting. The map size is insane. I guess it would take half a day to hunt something and bring back. Yes, I think so. I just don't want to hunt. It's a little bit of a risk, and the fact I've got a lot of characters with the firearms, let's say Tom was a creep joiner, and they got shooting skill trained a little bit already, but imagine the charge lance friendly fire. So it's like, it's nice to try to teach them the shooting skill, but it's not 100% mandatory. We've got inspired taming, but I don't think this will be useful. Anyway, who is bad with cooking? We need to do some butchering. Harkovs is bringing those animals for a reason. By the way, Mr. M, what are... Okay. If you can harvest stuff, then yes, please go for it. Now everybody is trying to learn more of the plant work by harvesting random stuff. Also, there is so much of the wild cycloid plant. Right now, if I am going to check the wild cycloid plant, there is 313 plants on the map. This is crazy. I mean, we're blessed with the cycloid plant. That would mean a lot of cooking. Ton of cooking. But for now, I need to get some of the fuel. I need to make sure that the next jump will be successful, as well as the animals will have to be swapped to some other spot. I think that I should make a pen at this point. I mean, I'm not extremely happy with the idea, but yeah, I think that we can make a small pen. Where's the fertile soil? Oh yeah, I used all of it. See, I don't want to put much thought into this. But we're okay. We're okay. Also, there are fence pieces right there, so I was hoping that naturally I will use this part. But also I want them to feed themselves. There is no better way than to just get caravan hitching spot and just move the animals around just like that. There is no better way. Somebody will handle this. I already unlocked the pen marker, so the animals are going to be brought onto the Gravship, but then I want them to be hitched to this spot because there is more. And they will munch on brambles. The map size is great, but I still need for somebody to check what's going on in here. And maybe QB should do that. See, I want to check this building because it is said when you check Zai and you check their social tab, their mother is located here. Or maybe Mr. M is going there. I mean, alright, Mr. M can be sacrificed. It's not like I am going to sacrifice you that much. It's just you're the closest one to reach this place. And I am really curious about, the mom. Okay, no enemies. No enemies. This is good. But do we have any traps? Because I already had some mech trap going on. Fine. Fine. Nothing? Okay. I am always feeling so weird visiting those places. Oh, the cubism character. Nudist industrious. I don't like nudists much because they are getting cold in the winter and well, they complain about it, but they are nudists, so you can't really force them to do much. They will be very unhappy wearing clothing, but without clothing they will be cold and they will be unhappy. So they will be unhappy anyway. Azorian says, one day I will get back to this game. Having mobile base has been a dream in many games. Now it is possible in this one. Oh yeah. This is expanding the game so much. Finally, I don't have to settle for my favorite tile. Usually it is so hard for me to start in the first place because you need to pick that favorite tile of yours. There is less of the chance that you're going to move somewhere because you would have to pack up everything and move it around with the caravans. Now, you don't have this problem. Okay, here for now. Here for now. Hold on, Mr. M, hold on. We've got no weapons, so you've got to hold on. Wow! I just saw the message on the screen. Car Dragon, welcome and thank you for reaching 5 stream streak. Thank you for the support. This is a huge support, and yes, you can still join the cafe. Everybody gets the pets. And I am pretty sure that you're going to arrive very, very soon. As a dragon. Yeah! Hey! Welcome! I run like 50 new games until I find a tile I like. I've got a problem with this. It's just you need to get your perfect set of colonies first. With the traits that you're willing to accept. And then it would be nice to get the map, the world, generated in the way that you find it convenient enough. And it's a big deal to me. It's empty. Mostly it's empty. There are not many treasures in here. Oh, a wall. Okay. Like a slate wall. Natural slate wall. Remember that we might get into some kind of hive because there were bugs before. Oh. Okay. I mean, everything is better than Mechs. So, you know, maybe. Oh, fuck. Ah! No, you didn't see? F my life. Why do they come out? They open the door. I hate it so much. And they are considered hostile. For God's sake. Anyway, yeah. F my life. F my life! F my life! Ah! Run, Mr. M, run! They're just going around like this. The audacity! Sorry, I am very emotional right now because mechs are something that I am scared of. Scared of the most. See, my first encounter, my first meeting with mechs was based on Scythers. It was not fun. There were some missing legs and missing arms ever since. Do you think that I should catch the mom already? By the way, this is ready to harvest, this is ready to harvest. You can actually do something about that. Harvest, harvest, harvest. Why they are not picking up everything? Okay, that's fine. I think that Mr. M is just going to... oh my god, is going to meet Zai's mom. How I Met Your Mother, but it's Rimworld. Probably? Oh wow. There is a mega scarab. But also there is the injured mom who is suffering from bites. I'm not surprised because you woke up with the bugs, with the mega scarabs, 5 of them in the crypto sleep casket. So you know what? You refused to be arrested. You were suffering from sickness a moment ago. What the hell? Oh! Oh! Oh no! Ah! Ah! No! Ah! Mr. M with bloodlust. Ah! Ah! Oh! Sorry, don't look! Ah! Don't look! Oh, Jesus. Oof. You haven't seen anything. Azorian says I don't really take pictures of myself, so camera filters are not something I need to worry about. Me neither. Also, there's some really, really bad filters for llamas. Will nudists get a debuff if they are wearing clothes made of human skin? I think so, yes. But there are a few things that are not considered clothing for nudists, and this is something that you need to look for. Let's check the tribal wear, and you need to check the stat, apparel, clothing for nudity. Yes. So nudists will consider this a piece of clothing. When they wear it, it's going to be a debuff. But if they have a sash, for example, I believe that sash is something that they are not considering clothing, so they can wear it. Oh, the Lamanity. You haven't seen anything? Anything. Just, you know, random thing going on. I mean, they are injured. Okay. I have to try to... Fuck. And they got weapon, by the way. Bio-coded rifle. Please don't kill them. F my life. Okay. Okay, it's not going to be that easy to save Zai's mom. I can try to do something else. I don't know what to do yet. Let's leave their mom now. Yeah, let's move on. Do something else. Like, let's take a look if there are some treasures, any more bugs, maybe. Most likely. Yeah. Didn't see anything. I ended selecting a mod that allows me to build starting colonies. Otherwise, I would spend a lot of time re-rolling until I like them. This is part of the fun. I consider this part of the fun. Also, you can't make your 100% perfect colonies this way. So we've got 2 crypto sleep caskets that I'm not going to open now. But most of the stuff is junk. I'm disappointed. If it's not junk, it's a sleeping mech. I was hoping to find some advanced components, maybe. And this... I mean, this would make a great base. If I could get back to the style. But probably I will have to... just leave the style and burn everything. When we start the engines without the graph anchor, that means everything will get destroyed, for God's sake. Oh my god, we are effed. We are so effed. Mr. M is not having the best time. Cuba Steve was the one, yeah. I believe that this was your knife, and I believe that that you need to go and save Mr. M. I will reload the game if something bad happens. I was just rushing things. Damn you wasps, damn you. I triggered the wasp trap. Stay there. For Mr. M. Stay inside, whatever. They just got a few cracks and bruises. Why are you going this? Oh. I mean, just go get some rest. Probably they will collapse on their way, but it's fine. I would only use nudists as cover in gunfight. Oh, no, don't be that savage. Something you could do, Card Dragon says, is to open the casket, wait for the pawn to collapse from blood loss, then stabilize before capturing her. I think I should do this. Mud quails! Jesus, llamas! Cassandra has got some tricks up her sleeve. Let me save the game again. I am in the mood for safe spamming today. I don't know. I'm not in the mood today. Somehow, maybe because I've got some kind of runny nose, I guess that's how you call it. Last week, exactly the same thing happened, and then I got sick, like my stomach got sick, and I thought that I am legit getting sick with flu or something. I understand that using the pawns as your shields, meat shields, this is not the worst thing. I can imagine. But I am trying to be a good llama from time to time. By the way, somebody needs to butcher those animals. They will be wasted. Why are you sleeping, for God's sake? Why are you sleeping with hypothermia? I'm not annoyed. I'm not angry. I know we don't have enough beds. I know. There are no prisoners anymore. This is a special bed for slaves. Oh, mad quails. I forgot. Okay. I mean, good for you, Cassandra, right? We've got... How many? What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mud quails. You see that correctly. And let's see who is gonna get chased. Okay, Mr. M is not in a good spot. Oh, Mr. M is definitely not in a good spot. Ragnar will have to fight their way. Okay. Open the door. Okay. Run, 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 run. The quails are mad, and I forgot that they can fly. Wow, they are fast! Oh, they can attack while flying. I mean, that was quite easy to predict. Oh, Scuba Steve is in trouble as well! It's not. It was one hit. Literally one hit. Okay, where are the rest of the mad quails? We've got 5 of them in the northern part of the Gravship. Mr. M seems to be safe for now. Good for you, Mr. M. There were 2 chasing Ragnar, and one of them is dead. I believe that these are all of the quails that we have to deal with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's right. Good news, Llama can count to 7. You must help them! Well, Ragnar can't shoot, really, but... No, we do what we can. At least, it's not Scaria. It's just regular, you know, regular food. Mr. M is safe. What about... Lazerik? I mean... Lazerik? Shooting, that might not be the best idea, but let's try it. Okay, you take this food, and then later you will take the herbal medicine. Yeah, yep. Okay, Lazerik is having a fight. There's another quail. Mad quails incoming. Yeah, they're flying so fast. You might think that it's nothing, but I can imagine if you've got a ton of these birds, they can become a huge pain in the butt. Do we have more of the quails that are maddened? Okay, we've got 2 of them. 2 of them are left. They're not going to attack my animals. This is a good thing about this. Oh, dodged the bullet. Alright, at least it is 1 hit. So you're not mad anymore, huh? I've got a question to you guys regarding the things that you do in Rimworld. Because I know that there are many other things that you can do that are quite nasty, let me put it this way. And obviously, I am trying to save as many pawns as possible because this is, you know, this is the workforce that I can use. Especially because I can make you the characters in my game, so that makes it even more exciting. Nice. Here's the thing. Have you tried to play with that mod that... I don't know how to explain it in detail, but it was like Geneva Convent or something like that kind of mod that was checking if you were committing some kind of war crimes in Rimworld. Have you tried it? This is the mod that I'm actually interested in, but you know, haven't installed it yet. Okay, Llama's quick health check, because you can't have any cracks and bruises. The more scars you have, the worse it gets. Why nobody took care of Mr. M? Oh, maybe because Laserrick was busy. I get it. I get it. But look, we've got much more food right now. The enslaved character probably got enough rest. Yes, that's right. You have to start butchering those animals. Yeah, QB, help. We can't allow this to deteriorate. By the way, somebody take care of the animals. Why you're not doing this? Harkovs, you are the best at roping the animals. What's going on? I hope they are not going to consume insect jelly. That would be awful. I was already called a savage. Do you really want to hear them? I don't think there is anything that would shock me in Rimworld, to be honest. As long as there are no special mods that are based on some awful things. Yeah. By the way, this pen is not allowed anymore. Archives, you need to get back and rope all of those animals back. That's how that works. They will eat their food. I mean, okay, wait for it. They are eating the food. And we will rope them, and it's not a big deal. See, they were very hungry. If you want to clear the brambles area, of course, if you build the floor, you will get rid of these. But if you want to kind of save the nutrition, rope the animals around. The goat shouldn't be hungry because the goat is giving us the milk, so I can make 100% vegetarian food. I would definitely treat it as a quest log. Never heard of it before. Bounty Canadian. I'm sorry. I didn't get the joke, guys. I'm sorry. Also, quick check on the predator animals. Is there anything? No. They didn't hunt anything, and you need to be careful because your pawns might be hunted for. But we're getting more meat. More crops are growing. Now, I think that Harkovs could use a little bit of a little bit of learning, plant learning. I'm pretty sure that there are quite a few berry bushes around that could be used, or we can harvest some of the psychoid plant. Is there anyone who could cook the psychoid plant? Actually, no, because I don't want to use up electric stove. I want for this electric stove to be used for cooking, actual cooking. Laserk is in bed. They were supposed to be in bed. They are not in bed, but you need to get back to bed. Lenzar can take care of it. Or Kellan can take care of it. Breathing in this spot is so annoying. The Geneva Conventions mod would treat that as quest log. Okay. And the Canadian are infamous for being the reason 90% of the convention's entries exist. I am not that good with history of Canada and Canadians, but... I mean, I've heard of some controversies. I mean, of some real awful things that happened. But I actually thought about the atrocities committed during World War II in Europe. But, yeah, that's quite a controversial topic to discuss. I am not sure if I want it now. Okay, guys, I think that I will do it exactly the way you discussed it, suggested it. Kenny might actually do some scouting, because I still want to... Whoa, that's a long corridor. I still want to know what is inside all of those ruins. Probably I see it for the first time and the last time. By the way, quails are already cooked. Some of them are cooked already. Let me check. Okay, the animals are still being butchered. I think that I've got all of them. That. Let's look for that stuff. Yes, there are 3 quails. 1, 2, right. And our enslaved character is butchering. They will learn how to cook. We will get meat. We don't have to get all of the long pork. Oh! Nope, Kenny. Back, get back. Okay, this needs to be disabled. They're sleeping militors. I mean, they don't really seem to be sleeping, but also you don't see the information that they are inactive. They are very active, but inactive, you know what I mean? Just leave them. These are militors, so you can approach them right away, and... I mean, it will be fine. Oh, F, wasp trap. I have noticed it, like, last minute. I haven't seen it before. Alright, can you notice the trap? Is it because you're underground or something? At least you're going to be happy indoors, so we stick to that. But there are many more mechs here. I think, than in other places. I guess another horrible thing is how I train my doctors. I will capture as many raiders as I can, have them remove as many parts as I can while keeping them alive. Surgeries are a really good amount of extra experience, yes. There is also a free method that is quite weird, so let me discuss it as well. By sedating the pawns, you can get +1 experience, but it's still +1 experience. But if you've got the anomaly, DLC, then you can conduct the wait. You can do this surgical inspection. Of course, you need to be medical level 3, but assuming that you've got medic level 3, you can just run surgical inspection from time to time. And this is like 100 experience each time or something. It's also very good. And of course, hemogen farms, right? So you remove their leg privileges, like somebody said on Reddit, and you make them into hemogen farm. You didn't hear that from me. Right, let's move on. At least Kenny is not going to suffer from the rain. Those things didn't exist last time I played. Okay, that's fair, Azorian. That's why I tell you. I started to play when Anomaly was released, so this was my way of doing this. But of course, it needs to be very creative in the very beginning when you are supposed to train your colonists, so I totally get it. Also, there are books, and I'm not sure if you are aware of the books. I am not sure if they are part of base game. Probably they are part of the base game right now. You can get either this type of book, which means schematic, that helps you with the research. Even the children can do the research. Novel, which you can read for fun. Textbook, which is the one that you train skills with, and this is the best type. Or tome, which helps with the anomaly research. And the maps are a new thing that was added with Odyssey. And apparently you can get some kind of quest. Oh, Kellan is swimming. This is the new thing with Odyssey, I believe. How else would you keep the living hemogen supplies from running away if not removing their legs? I mean, that's a valid question. Alright, I'm dog sitting and I have 3 hours to go. What should I do? Did you take the dog for a walk already? Do you have any dog toys? I don't know if the dog is familiar with you or not. I guess so. But, you know, just generally keeping them busy with the toys, just playing fetch and going for a walk. So the dog has a lot of places to run, maybe some kind of dog park. That's what I would try to do if I would be dog sitting. Alright, another thing I was doing is turning what was left after medical training into chem fuel. Really nothing wasted. Ooh. Wait, you can actually do that? You can turn the bodies into chem fuel? Am I imagining things? Raw? I mean, yes, organics, but are the organics... No, it's not possible. Unless it was modded. Or maybe it was changed, because I don't see the option for, well, you know. You can turn raw food into chem fuel. Yeah, but I thought of the corpses. Yeah, thought of the corpses. Wow. By the way, QB is learning right now, and they are learning the intellectual skill. Of course, if they are reading the book, they are learning intellectual skill anyway, but there is the maximum level that is dependent on the quality of the book. But raw, you're supposed to, I don't know, clean the kitchen, maybe? laboratory / kitchen. Yes. But also, where is Kenny? Kenny is getting back to relax socially. Meanwhile, I wanted to check this part of the place. You can do it with the long pork, but I got cannibal. So they would be very unhappy. I just prefer to make biofuel, chem fuel from wood. That is the easiest part. Right, Kenny's opening the door into nothing. I was hoping I will find the advanced... Ooh. I was hoping I will find some kind of advanced components because I need them. I need them so much. I am desperate to look for them. And apparently when you deconstruct the rubble pile, I don't seem to get any loot out of it. I think it might be just, you know, just for cover effectiveness, nothing else. But that would make an amazing base. That's for sure. I just had no idea that I'm going to visit ruins. Because I haven't checked the features of the map. The features of the map is a new thing. Just need one morally flexible pawn to do the chopping. Then I use filtering so it doesn't end up in regular meals. Okay, let me introduce you into our great cubism ideologian, where we accept cannibalism. So there is no problem with that. Yeah. Too quiet. I don't know if I prefer the mechs or... I mean, finally, ancient toilets. Good for you. There is so much of the junk. Something. Give me some treasures. There is so much of the variety of items, but it turns out to be boring when it comes to looting and checking if there is anything of value. Probably I would try to just deconstruct everything, but later. Ooh, component box, good! 5 components. Worth it! In a bunch of junk, so it's not like it's 100% positive. Oh! Okay. Hunter trap and wasp trap. Okay, we're not going there. This is safe. Woo. Dodged the trap. Another component box. Woo! I wish I could get the advanced components. Anyway, Kenny. Maybe I could try to deconstruct something and see if we're getting construction experience. No, we're not getting it. Not getting it. Well. Just hold the components then. We've got quite a lot of stuff to look through. There is one building that still needs to be explored where Zai's mom is located, remember? In this crypto sleep casket. Also, there is a ton of compacted steel that I might not be able to store at all. I wish I could stay here. Also, this building is not checked at all. This one needs to be checked. This one, like, side building. This one is not fully checked. Yeah, this is a huge map. Yeah, there are many things, but especially the ruins stuff, like the chem barrels. Okay, maybe chem barrels would hold something like chem fuel, or maybe more like you can't even get experience for the construction. That's something that annoys me the most. Maybe you could get Chemfuel out of that sometimes. I don't know. No, it's just taking up the space. The new items are not giving you any experience for deconstructing it. Back in the day, the ancient razor wire was giving you some kind of stuff. Eclipse. One of the moons of this planet has orbited in front of the sun. An eclipse has begun. I wonder if you can see it from the planet view. Well, imagine there is an eclipse, okay? Because I don't see any of this. I mean, I appreciate that you're trying to learn, but guys, we need to make Chemfuel. Missing wood. By the way, all of these torch lamps shouldn't be refueled at all. Should deconstruct them. Should learn how to cut down the trees. Also, I am trying to go with the trees that are ready to harvest, so if you are planning to kind of lose the time, then it's better this way. By the way, there was the area that was burning, and we've got quite a few of the burnt stumps. This is a great spot for your pawn to learn how to do the plant cutting, basically. So Scuba Steve shouldn't go cut down that tree. Of course, this still takes a bit of time, but it takes less of the time to cut anything. Still, the experience is being provided. Still, you get some amount of wood, even if it's a very small amount of wood. But it's easier for the beginners to level up faster. So before those stumps will deteriorate completely, I will get them. I will cut them. And it's not about getting as much wood as possible, it's about getting as much experience as possible with less time. And getting some kind of result. You can actually cheat it a little bit, because as you might know, there is... When you cut down the tree, when you harvest a tree, you are not decreasing its HP. It's not the same as, let's say, mining. When you're mining, then this block is actually, you're decreasing its HP. So there is some kind of progress to it. But in the tree case, you either harvest it or you don't harvest it. So actually there is a way of harvesting forever by just harvesting one tree all the time. And I can show it to you on this humble example. They've got passion for plants, so I could farm this quite easy until they fixed it. I'm not sure if they fixed it, but they are cutting down the tree and they are getting the experience. Especially with passion, this is so much easier. The tree is not reducing its HP. It's a matter of harvested or not harvested. You need to get to the 100% of the process. But let's allow this to happen for a moment. We're halfway through, but let's say I want to stop it already. You draft and you undraft. You still keep that experience, and you can just attempt to harvest that tree again, but there is no progress on harvesting that tree. You can do this once again. And you farm the experience forever. You can farm the experience on one tree, of course, as long as you keep in mind that you need to draft at the right time. But you gather the experience for free. That tree harvesting sounds a lot like a lot of micromanagement. Oh yes, I do a lot of micromanagement. So Welcome to my Rimworld streams, Izorian. I do even more of the micromanagement in my private playthroughs. I just like doing it. I like trying to level up every pawn with every skill up to level 10, and I've got different silly methods for that. By the way, there is no spot for wood. Maybe that's why we cannot get any, huh? Once I get to playing this again, I can tell about horrible things I would do now within new possibilities and whether some things would still make sense to be done. I mean, there are still many things that you can probably use as a combo. For example, you've got those... You've got the biotech machines that allow you to do the age reversal, basically. These are biosculptor pods, I believe? Yeah, biosculptor pods. I'm not sure if you're familiar with biotech technologies, but you can throw the pawn in here and you can make them younger. But the easiest way is... I can't really show you the save game right now because I don't have it in Steam Cloud. In my private playthrough, I've got a ton of those biosculptor pods. Then I've got about 10 prisoners. And those prisoners are taken when they're like, let's say they're about 50 years old. I conduct the ritual from anomaly that is called chronophagy, that makes the target to take some age off the invoker, and then you throw them into biosculptor pod. Easy peasy llama squeezy. So probably you can combo quite a lot of these things, and not everything might make total sense. Just like in this case, having the enslaved characters is not a thing anymore, because if you've got the character who is unwaveringly loyal, you can conduct a ritual that is based on brain wiping. I believe that it's called brain wipe. And they are not unwaveringly loyal anymore. Back in the day, you would have to enslave those pawns, but right now you have the chance to do it a little bit different. Oh, the corn is growing nicely. Finally we're getting some progress on this stuff. No experience for Laserik. Okay, cancel it. Whatever. Kenny is relaxing socially with what? Excuse me. Excuse me. No social drugs allowed. No. At least they are not high anymore. Oof. Good for you. Wow. I mean, there are some of the pawns that are missing the high life, right? Because this is their ideal legion, and going to honor this, I would like to build the Autobong. I never had it before. Where is it? Legion of Spiritualism is based on high life. And the drug use is essential. And there is like stoned image. Burn bong that can actually, well, you know, I don't know how it works. I want to check. Can you even enslave unwavering loyal pawns? Yes, if I'm not mistaken, this was the way to keep unwaveringly loyal pawns, by enslaving them, because it's not like fully. See, there is home faction mentioned. It's like, yeah, they're part of your colony, but not really, because they still have their origin in the home faction that they are part of. So it's like I borrowed them. But in this case, I wanted to have one enslaved character because they had a bit too much of the stat that you use in order to recruit them. I had 2 pawns and I wanted to just enslave one of them to have the workforce faster. That's why I didn't want to recruit this one, but also there is one benefit to it: they don't have recreation. And this can help with some bad situations with breakdowns and so on. Tom with minor break risk. Why is that? Is it because, what? It's Scuba Steve who is cutting down those trees. See? They don't have a lot of plant skill, but they are able to cut down those burnt stumps relatively fast. You are still getting some bits and pieces of wood. Not much. It's better than nothing. It's better than assigning this pawn to cut down some fully grown trees. They're getting something. Oh yeah, Laser confirms in the chat on Twitch that you can enslave unwaveringly. If I remembered correctly. It's less work than, you know, the big trees. Even if this poplar tree is 3% HP, is ready to harvest, and Scuba Steve would have to put much more time because it's not the HP that determines if the tree can be harvested easily. It's, you know, if it's a stump or if it's a tree. Stumps are much easier. Alright, take some wood with you and get some sleep. You did a great job, Scuba Steve. I'm proud of you. But now I need to do even more stuff. Maybe Ragnar will try to harvest the hill root. I am trying to force everyone to carry at least 3 pieces of herbal medicine with them, and this way you're saving up on space on the Gravship. Now I wonder, Card Dragon says, now I wonder why a different streamer was just executing those pawns instead of trying to enslave them. It's not like he wasn't playing a faction that didn't do it. It depends on the situation, because according to the Ideologian. If they had Ideology DLC, then you need to check your Ideologian, and if you've got a slavery abhorrent setup, then you cannot enslave. You need to have the Ideologian that allows enslaving characters. So the cubists are not allowed to do that. I enslaved that character only because I had somebody with other Ideologian. I don't know which one right now. So, a Way of Guilt? No. Legion of Spiritualism with High Life has got Honorable Slavery, and the pawns who have this Ideologian are able to enslave. So it depends on the Ideologian. If you've got the Ideology DLC, I don't know how it applies to the base game only. Oh, somebody started electric smelter. Zai is sleeping on the ground in the freezer, and according to... That's fun part. According to the fixes, The pawns are supposed to be less likely to sleep in the storage rooms, like in the freezer, but Zai definitely likes it, especially because you are... Oh, you're not a nudist. Okay, I confused you with somebody else. His ideal legion has no issues with enslavement, he just chose not to. Okay, maybe it's just the way that player is doing their playthrough. Maybe they didn't know that they can enslave the pawns. I don't know. You could try to ask them. I understand that, let's say, if I would be a new player, I don't know if they are experienced or not, but let's assume that you've got a new player. You kind of avoid the long pork, you kind of avoid enslaving, you try to avoid controversial decisions, but later something happens to your brain and your brain is running on Rimworld. And you can't stop that. So I can't tell, really? I'm just assuming things based on what you said. It can even be straight up as simple as not needing more pawns. That's right, Azorian. At some point you need to choose who do you want to keep and who needs to go. Right now, I am satisfied with this amount of manpower, although I know that I will have to make tough decisions at some point. Because I had at least 3 creep joiners. Lenzar was a creep joiner with death refusal. Tom was a creep joiner. And QB, I believe? No? Sure? Tom and Lenzar, 100%. And maybe Mr. M. No. I don't know. So at least 2 of them. Okay, let's say 2. Is it possible to fish? Damn, Kenny. If you want to get some food, then... Here, fishies, fishies. I thought that we will get rid of that awful and nasty hunting, because I thought there is no use in hunting, at least in my opinion. You can just run around with the weapon and just do it manually. I get it. Maybe some people actually use the hunting, but right now fishing is part of the hunting, and now it makes me use it. I guess he just didn't find their skills good enough to enslave. I just had assumed that it was impossible to make them join your faction, period. It could be checking the traits. For example, I don't like to get the pawns who are the pyromaniacs, for example. Or the ones who have incapable of fighting, for example. Or incapable of social. Or caring. Because this is a little bit of a layer of trouble. If you can get one body modification from Rimworld, which one would you choose? The Tea Drinker! Welcome! Good to see you in my stream. This is simple as hell. Okay, it's not simple. Wow. Okay, I need to make a decision. This is a very, very important decision. So there are 2 body modifications. And I can't pick which one is better. Probably the spine one, like Revenant Spine. The one that Kenny has, by the way. So you just have, you know, the prosthetic spine. And I get some back issues in real life. That makes me, you know, sitting in front of PC for a long period of time is not actually helping me. And when I added streaming to that and miniature painting, sometimes my back hates me. That's why I would love to have a spine like this. But when I think of the last week, when I got sick with some kind of stomach bug, then nuclear stomach is a great idea too. So my first choice would probably be the spine, like Revenant Spine, but the second one would definitely be nuclear stomach. So yeah, either Architect or the Revenant spine. One of these spines. Archotech leg, no questions. Nice to know, Card Dragon. If there is anyone who would like to answer this question, please do. I am curious, what would you pick? Also, Tea Drinker, can I ask you to answer your own question? That would be interesting. Which one would you choose? Actually, it is Archotech legs, yeah. Laser says if I could, I would replace all of them. No, 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 no. Tea Drinker asked a specific question. One body modification. One. Okay, spine in my case, because my back is killing me at times. Nuclear stomach because it's cool, but you're rarely getting food poisoning, bro. We can eat the same things, and I am getting food poisoning, but not you. Nuclear stomach gives carcinoma, though. Don't worry about this. Let's assume you're not getting carcinoma. Pearl Dragon says, I have knee issues, so the legs are a no-brainer for me. Okay, that's fair, Card Dragon. I wish you could get an awesome Archotech leg. Azorian says probably nuclear stomach would save a lot of money and time. And the food poisoning. Nobody likes food poisoning. Honestly, after the last week adventure, not the first time, I think that I might be allergic to certain kind of fish. Tea Drinker says, Archotech eyes, always perfect vision, heals itself, can zoom in, and not sure if this is true, but it might have heat vision, so basically a shooter's dream. Yeah, I mean, at least you would be sure that you can read books forever. And imagine if you could have night vision. Be very nice. I see very badly in the darkness. Having night vision would be great. Actually, you made me think of this character from Ghost in the Shell who got their eye upgrade. You know, that kind of eye upgrade. That's how I imagine the Archotech eyes. I wanted to ask, is Zai qualified to get this construction work done? But they are. This one. No, no, no. I mean, we've got enough of steel. That's not a big deal. But maybe you could just pick up stuff? Mm-hmm. Merge components, whatever. I don't know. Deconstruct stuff. We need to wrap up some stuff. Also, let me ask a little bit of a weird question, Tea Drinker, if you don't mind me asking, of course. Why would you say it's a shooter's dream? You don't have to be a shooter to appreciate good eyesight, right? Oh, wait. We need to build another green friend? No, 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 not now. Let's stick to the Gravship. Because this will be destroyed. Also, where's the wood? Anybody? I picked up all of the wood, almost all of the wood. Now it's time to just cut down the trees, like, deliberately. But can still get some smashed stumps and do exactly the same thing, even if, I mean, I know it's a lot of micromanagement, but Scuba Steve needs to learn how to cut plants without watching So I need that. There is no questions asked. Kellen, congratulations on becoming slightly bigger brain. Congratulations. Let's celebrate it with the good old brain sound. But Kellen, I think that you would be so useful if you could do something else. I don't know, maybe psychite tea making. Maybe you could cut down a few plants, because we are still low on food. Still need to provide the food. Like tons of these, harvest everything. And I know, dragging you around, forcing to harvest everything. I know, but you're the best. You're the best one to do it. Need to feed those llamas. By the way, Kenny, how's the fishing? Okay, they got some fish. See, here's good news. Fishing gives you the animals skill per second. Drinker says, I have a colonist who is a sniper. I gave her that one sniper that shoots explosive shots. Wait. Happy little accident, I guess. Incendiary launcher by any chance? This is our relic. We call it Happy Little Accident. I've got some issues with explosives in games in general. Long story. I just read about it and it allows the user to read handwriting from 20 meters away, so it is a shooter's dream. Yes, also you can give them this item that increases shooting too, and it's a perfect set. Also give them sniper rifle, masterwork. Awesome. But I don't remember that accessory that you can make. And right now I won't be able to remind myself what was that. I think it's not something that you make on machining table. This is something that you can make somewhere else. Unless it's a part of... Assault rifle, precision rifling, yeah. I don't know how this item was called, but you can add additional accessory. To the eyes, of course, and then it's overkill. Azorian says, it is not a body part, but what I would really want is one of those pods you mentioned that give age reversal. Oh yeah, but also those pods can heal you from little scars. That would be amazing as well. And they can grow back little things like nose or ears if you lose them, or fingers. Imagine that you lose the finger because you had an accident and then you grow it back in the biosculptor pod. And then you stay there for age reversal for about 6 days, marinating like a sausage. Isn't that like a perfect way to spend your time? Wait. Smelt metal from slag. Yes, everything. Yes, very slow, small radius. Somebody just get those junk pieces. I had enough of it. Okay, Ragnar, you're the closest one. Okay, you're harvesting berry bush. Okay, I guess that I will give you some time. See, we don't have food anymore. This is feasible. Just take a week vacation. Oh, imagine you're taking a vacation time from work, And then you'll get back to the office. Let's say you're working at the office and people are like, something changed about you. You look like a year younger. How do you do that? And you say, oh, it's the biosculpture pod I got through the age reversal. And my partner was making sure that the floor is clean because I was able to get out of the biosculptor pod faster because of it. The biosculptor pods are... It is important to keep the cleanliness of the room because it reduces the time of the biosculptor pod cycle. By a little bit, but still, it's better to have a clean area than to have extremely dirty area. So that's just, you know, interesting. It's nice to have it kind of like separate hospital. I just had a really good vacation. Yeah, I got some good sleep. You know, I was doing a sausage cosplay, a marinated sausage cosplay. It's the same as with the research. The current research speed factor can be improved by cleaning. Can you see it jumped by 1%, 2%? Because even more because of the cleaning and also because of the books. Don't have a partner that will clean it, but I can schedule a bot to vacuum it. Okay. No matter what, you should keep the floor clean. So it can be a bot. Can be that little mech thingy, like a clean sweeper. That's right. Whatever works for you, just keep the floor clean. I'm not very comfortable with the llamas going around like this, but yeah, let's do it. The squirrels can just go around and mess with all of those bots. With all of those mechs, actually. And I don't know if I am going to get a special message from the mechs or not. The interesting part is that... This is a bandit camp. We have landed at the bandit camp. I don't know if this is going to be considered a landing site that is a new tile. I mean, I don't know if the mechs can come, or if the mechs would come as the, how do you call it, the reinforcements because you visited the bandit camp. I am testing it, but I don't know why I have a feeling that there is a chance I will break the game. But maybe not. We'll see. The Drinker says... The only problem with the sniper is that it burns the area which the shot lands. Not really a problem if the land is enemy land. That's right. You just need to have the enemies on the other side, not your character. But yeah, that's quite nice weapon. Wait a minute. You know what you can use? Not the incendiary launcher, but you can pick something that is called Hellcat rifle. Let me check. It's somewhere in the research. There is no such thing. Okay, basically, Hellcat rifle is like the fire thrower, and you don't burn your pawns. There is no friendly fire for it. Maybe you should try it, and also you load it with the chem fuel. Speaking of which, Azorian says, I know there is DLC now that would let me have the mechs for my own colony. Yes, yes, wasn't that part of biotech? Can't wait to try that too. Okay, so maybe let's get to the main menu for a second. Let me introduce Azorian to the DLCs. because this is, this is new player-friendly stream, and I'm learning a lot about this game too. You are helping me learn a lot about this game, so let's take a moment to introduce Azorian into the DLCs. I'm not sure if you're familiar with royalty, but basically it gives you psychic powers. It gives you that shiny tree with shiny grass that you can pray and meditate at, and it gives you the psychic powers. Also, there are some interesting privileges that you get when you become a royalty character. Then ideology allows you to create your own ideologian and introduces a lot of different rituals. There can be a dual ritual, there can be party, there can be Christmas tree, Christmas tree celebration, or the Lantern Festival. There are many cool things in there. Biotech is the one that you would be interested in the most. This is where you get biosculptor pods that allow you to do age reversal. This is where you get the babies, and you can mess with the so-called xenogerms, basically with the genes. I didn't do it yet with my own playthroughs, but I am collecting the genes. I am trying to buy as many as I can in order to make some super pawn on my own. But also there are mechanoids that you can make on your own and you can control them. Also there are sanguophages that are basically vampires. Then anomaly, well, if I could tell you what's the difference between Biotech and Anomaly, I would say Biotech is like a sci-fi DLC. Anomaly is more like a horror fantasy DLC. So anything paranormal is part of Anomaly. You've got different entities that you can lock up and you try to study them. You can conduct different rituals. You can end up making some tentacles and unnatural healing. And you can meet many nasty things. So also you can make the chronophagy ritual this way. And Odyssey is the newest DLC that gives you the Gravship scenario, or generally you can find this Gravtech technology that allows you to build your own Gravship and visit the asteroids. Now, all of those ships that were passing by that you could call and you could trade them, now this is a separate faction that is located in the orbit of this planet and you can trade with them. So, a lot of fun. Anomaly is SCP Foundation Rimworld Edition. A great comparison card dragon. That was a good one. No need to interrupt the flow. I'm happy to learn on my own. I mean, alright, Azorian, but if there is an opportunity to introduce somebody to the game, I prefer to do that because I know that the Llamas have followed me for so many different reasons. I have played different games throughout the years, like strategy games, Age of Empires, Frostpunk, They Are Billions. I've played GTA series, some kind of point-and-click adventure games, so there is quite a variety, and I assume that not everyone is going to be familiar with the game that I play at the moment. And I think that there is no reason to feel bad about it in any way. Feel free to ask any question. If I can help you, then if I can explain what is this game about, what are the DLCs, how to pick the DLC that might fit your needs, then yes, please do ask the questions. Biotech also has a pollution mechanic. I forgot about it, one of my favorites, getting rid of the toxic pollution. That's right, I forgot about the most important part. I am getting bribed on a regular basis in order to get the toxic waste, and then I'm processing that toxic waste in something that is called waste pack atomizer. And And I just can't stop doing that because I am getting some cool stuff when I accept all of that toxic waste. There were some sites that did break the game when landing with your Gravship. So the devs changed it so you can't land there anymore. I wonder if it is fixed right now or not, because I already landed here. Don't have a lot of food, llamas. Also, this place is considered laboratory, but it doesn't matter. It needs to be as clean as possible. The cleanliness helps with the research, but also reduces the food poisoning chance. Hey, Fairy-san, hi! I just launched my toxic waste to my neighbors. Yes, this is possible as well, but the best way to do it is to send it to tribals, because they might send raids towards you and be very mad about it, so you better launch it towards tribals. Is the American... Wow, okay, I don't know. If Eric-san, I can tell, really. If it is an item, can't I just launch the waste at neighbors? You can. You can with the drop bots, yes. But they will be mad and they will send raids at you. Unless they are wasters, because if they are wasters, they love a lot of pollution. That should give you brownie points to send it to. At least that's what I think should happen. Are we finished with the IEDs? Come on. I need the EMP trap. EMP shells at the machining table. Oh, components. I need to make my own components. We are rushing microelectronics too. Do I have the book that gives you No. Never mind. I'm not controlling my pawns much. Still fishing? I mean, Kenny was fishing once. It was awful. I don't like it anymore. Okay, fine. Was a bit longer lurk than I expected. We'll have to go. Though, maybe less lurking next time for me. Take care, Mr. M. Also, you're a character in the game, so stay safe. And try not to die. Good luck. Have a good rest. Have a good weekend. Good, let them come. So I get more people to dissect and chop up. Ooh. Ooh, guys. That was brutal. Who am I to judge? Do forever, I forgot. Okay, take care, bye, thank you. I don't think any faction appreciates getting trash rained on their heads, regardless of how much they like living in it. But it should be brownie points for the Waster pirates. Waster is a special xenotype that makes them thrive in toxic environments. So that should be legal for them, you know? That should be instant brownie points, but they're permanently hostile anyway. In this case, I don't have Waster pirates. I switched them to regular pirates because I don't like Wasters. Also, I hate imps. Imps are so awful that I just switched them to Savage Tribe, not the Savage Impit Tribe. Imps are spitting fire, pretty much. And they spit fire in the way, just like you are... How to say this? Just like you would spread the chem fuel. So your characters can be covered in chem fuel and they burn. This is what the impits do. Impits are awful. Hate them. Even if they are like Savage Tribe, which is, you know, tribe. They don't have advanced technologies. So awful anyway. So self-tamed. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh dear. Oh dear. I am so sorry, but you will become a good meal. And we appreciate that you self-tamed, but will become food. But you will become food that we appreciate. If you're playing Rimworld and not committing some crime against humanity in it, or even playing Rimworld, I mean, probably you can play it a lot as a, you know, so-called good player. And I think that it's a matter of convenience. I think that many Rimworld players actually commit some kind of crimes because it's more convenient. Let's say you are facing the starvation in your colony, just like I did, and having long pork is actually very convenient, and it gets delivered to your door pretty easily, automatically, fresh, and so on. Oh dear, indeed. Yeah, soon. Poor dear. Well, I could try to tame a boomalope. But if it will go boom, just like the last time, just like with this clip that I am going to provide on YouTube chat as well, my animals might be facing starvation, so maybe it's not the time to do it. But I need to hide all of it at the Gravship. Self-tamed animals, welcome to the colony. Please proceed to waiting area, to the cold storage room, and await onboarding. That's a perfect onboarding for the animals, unless it's a goat. I like the milk animals, just in case if you've got vegetarian, or if you need to get some raw food really quickly, then milk is the best way. Also, milk and hay makes awesome kibble. And I'm quite obsessed with kibble making because it helps you getting the cooking experience without food poisoning. Alright, let's deal with this. I need to increase the space. And this was a monument. I know, sounds funny, but it's a monument of some sort. Do I have Gravship substructure? Like, do I have the Gravlite panel? 5 panels! I am desperate right now. Not good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do you know what's funny? You can actually get those Gravlite panels by fishing. That's right, you can fish for special stuff. Sometimes you can take out the map out of, you know, fishing activities. So fishing is good for you, even if you don't know about it. Slept in the cold. This is not good news. Also, we've got way too many pawns, and I planned to save Zai's mom. Can we go to a fishing trip then? In real life, it doesn't work this way. Oh, I'm sorry, you pretty little dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Yummy, yummy. Good food. So. Also, no chem fuel from wood. I am not going to use anything organic because I need to get as much of the food as I can. Well, Kellen, I need to use your skill. So there is another strategy that I like to use, and definitely this is micromanagement again. So make sure that you just schedule it in advance. Okay, we can bother Scuba Steve, we did that already. You've got the pawn that is good with plant cutting and is going to cut down the trees relatively fast. But then you can take the pawn that has got low plant skill. Okay, Horkos. Not Scuba Steve, it's you. Okay. All you have to do is to take a pawn with a low plant skill and harvest the stumps that the skilled pawn is going to leave behind. Of course, you need to mark them for harvesting and so on, and you need to do all of that micromanagement to just follow the skilled pawn. But this way, you know, harvesting stumps, a really good way to get some experience. But you just said that fishing is good for you, Laser said, but I'm not good with fishing. Do you really think that I could stay quiet for so long? Bruh. I tried fishing in real life, 0 out of 10, can't recommend. It depends on what you need in life. If you like to get up early, stay outdoors, then yes, I'm sure there are a lot of benefits of fishing. Lorraine, do you like trains? In Factorio, yes. I'm not obsessed with trains. In real life, it's like they're a good transport method, but it's not like I am somehow obsessed with them. Why do you ask, Car Dragon? I see that Mr. M is trying to get that tree, but it will take too much of your time. But Mr. M wants to learn how to cut the tree for you. Laser says, I used to fish with my grandpa. I have good memories of that. I know, Mr. I know. But would you really have good memories with me while fishing? I don't know. We can make some other memory that are tied to outdoors that is not based on fishing. Also, we don't have fishing equipment at all. Dragon says, just asking because I know of a railroad management game. Maybe I've seen one of them, like Transport Tycoon of some sort. In this case, I like the city building the most. Like SimCity 4, when I played it in the past, I've played a little bit of City Skylines as well. So I prefer this over the railroad management. Oh, no empty spot to handle wood. Oh no. This is bad. And easy. Somebody got the actual tree cutting done, so we are getting decent amount of wood, but also somebody is picking up those tiny chopped stumps and is trying to learn the plant skill. Open TTD. Oh yeah. Not that one though, I have played it too. I was talking about Railroader, where you control the trains and manage the distribution of cargo to their destination. Railroader, I'm wondering if Inter was playing it? Because Inter is actually the one who loves all the trains a lot. And they tend to play this kind of games. And I think that they played this or some kind of online train game, but I don't remember the title. And could be Railroader, by the way. If there is anything that has got something to do with trains, or actually rails, not trains, then Roller Coaster Tycoon all the way. But the old versions of Roller Coaster Tycoon, you know, the first one, the second one, not those 3D ones. this is when I really got involved and I wanted to build all of those weird railroads for all of those rides. This is what I like when it comes to rail management. But sometimes there were accidents. So maybe I wasn't the best with building the rides. Only games where I set up trains was Factorio and Satisfactory, and that's okay too. There are a few. There is Railroads Online. I believe that this is the one Inter has played. Railroader and the Rail Valley, that all feel the same description. The Rail Valley sounds awesome to me. Because it's all about the railing. It's not about making stuff work. It's all about the railing. And what is better than the railing? The stream. Am I right? Whoops, we're not getting much more food. Also, where is all of that cycloid leaves? I mean, come on. Mr. M, good for you that you're fishing. But it's possible to fish out there. Who left that fish outside? Harkov has to go all the way because they've got... Okay, Zai is doing it. Okay. Let's send Kenny somewhere to do something. I wonder if there is the way to get anything out of those boxes and other stuff. Because I was hoping that I will get construction experience, but there is no way, apparently. Dragon says it's about making things work, but also quite easy to derail your trades. I think that this could be the funniest part. At least I consider it. But the part that I loved the most about anything regarding rails and planning the rides was Roller Coaster Tycoon. So, not trains in particular, but something similar to trains. Oh no. Not getting any experience out of that. But those fences. Ancient fence. But maybe this will give me some experience? Nope. But couldn't that drop some steel? Nope. Not the ancient stuff. Anything that is ancient, there is a chance that you can't deconstruct it. Something unless it's lamppost. But in the lamppost case, it's good to prioritize repairing first, so you get a bit of experience, and then you deconstruct it. Put it at full speed, heading towards a composition of tank cars filled with fuel. Oh, wow. Okay, this is full destruction. I didn't see that coming. I would definitely lose my train of thoughts over this. If you've got any game suggestions, then if I could ask you to provide it in... this real game suggestion panel that you can see on my Twitch channel, I will provide the links both on Twitch and YouTube, so you can use this one. That would be the best way to suggest something to me that wouldn't get lost. Also, you can vote for these games yourselves. So I could see there are more votes for those certain games, and I would see what would you like to see me stream. Alright, Kenny is getting that experience. It ain't much, but it's an honest work. The corn is growing, the rice is growing. Not fast, but it's growing. I wish I could have the biothermal thingies, so I would get more more electricity, but sorry, it is what it is. Also, okay, let's use this. Oh, Ragnar is actually building fire foam pop packs. Finally, I'm going to get prepared for the next thunderstorm, no matter if it's rainy or dry. You need to take care of your crops. So Kellan is not the best pawn to do that, Kenny? Kenny, I know that you're missing recreation, but hey, come here. Need to prove that this is giving you some resources. This is not your home area, by the way. It's not. Clear it. Don't have to clean that mess. Don't have to clean the blood. No. This is not your home area. I repeat, this is not your home area. The fact you claimed something doesn't mean that you have to clean it. Wow, not this one. Definitely not this one. I need to take care of all of those mechs, but I don't have the technology yet. Also, let me do the safe spamming. Oh, by the way, Kenny can explore what is in those ruins. But let me show you. This is what can give you construction experience. So, ancient lampposts, remember. And there is a bit of steel. Still a good thing to have. And done. Thank you so much. Let me check. In the meantime, Kenny is going to, well, you know, do the stuff that Kenny does the best, which is exploring. All right, we've got quite a few of the games already. Thank you for all of the suggestions, Llamas. Also, I hope that you wouldn't mind if I add Project Zomboid there, because... Oh, wait, what is that? What is that? Ancient uplink. Hack for information. Intellectual needed 6. Oh, we will get the hacking stuff done. An ancient transmitter used for secure communications between the surface and orbit. Hack it to determine the last location it transmitted to. Oh, yeah, sure. So, let me guess. We're going to send another Yo Mech Mama joke, and it's going to get even worse. I get it. Kenny is not the biggest brain out there, so I'm pretty sure I know who to send there. I think that Lenzar is the biggest brain. That's right, one of the biggest brains out there. Tom is the biggest brain. Okay, Tom, you've got a mission. Got a really weird mission. Oh, this is not a home area, by the way. Get it? Anyway. I don't know if I want to do the hacking, but I can always reload the game, so we'll see. Meanwhile, Penny scouting the area. If you want to know if there is anything in the corridors or in the room, anything that you couldn't recognize as something hostile, just zoom out, because with 1.6 base version of the game, you get this overlay. You can see what is red, what is like teal color, I guess. So teal color is neutral, white is your units, your animals, for example, and red is obviously anything that is hostile. And this way, it's the easiest way for me to determine, are there any mechs around? Hope not. I mean, I am a peaceful llama. I just want to see if there are any shinies in here. It shows a new place you can go to in space. Is it timed mission? Because I would like to get a permanent mission. Not the timed one. I don't like timed quests that much. I would prefer something like the let's say, ancient ruins, ancient complexes, like ancient Mechanitor complex. This is holding a character with the mech link that you can implant into the brain of one of your colonists and make them a Mechanitor who is able to make those mechs. But probably this area is very busy with mechanoids, so I'm still not going there. Even if it's adventure story, I don't think I'm ready for that. I need to jump a lot in between locations so far. Nothing. There is nothing to loot. I'm so disappointed. Knowing my backstory as the awful hoarder in-game hoarder, then you can imagine that it is a huge disappointment. Dragon says, I don't recall. I think there is a time limit before you lose the position, but it takes like months. I might forget about this mission. Oh my god. At least there are no mechs out there, so I shouldn't be. Let's do the hacking. Tom, are you ready to become the hacker man? The faster you tap the keyboard, the faster you're hacking. This is how it works. Oh my god. I don't know what I was watching. Wasn't that some kind of podcast? Wasn't that some kind of programming music? I don't remember, but I stumbled upon it lately. And this was so weird to see, you know, the clip of the person with the, you know, wearing the black coat and the hoodie and the anonymous related mask. You know, I mean, the mask is from the movie, but I refer to it as anonymous, right? Because when you're hacking and so on, and they are tapping the keyboard and things are showing up on multiple screens. Oh my god. I'm sorry. When I see any hacking scene in any movie, in any TV series, then it's always like, Jesus, can they make it less cringy? So yeah, we're tapping the keyboard as fast as possible. Tom has hacked. Is 71% in. Crossing my human puppet fingers for you, Tom. Are you able to make it before they find you? Before the mechs find you? Are you going to send some awful yo mech mama joke? Okay, what's going on right there? Wow, Psychoid leaves! I was hoping it has something to do with fun stuff. And this place, there is wild Psychoid plant. Anyway, hacking, okay? Focus. Intellectual level 15 is hacking the ancient uplink in order to find out the secrets of the mechanoids. Make sure that you stay tuned for what happens next. That would be a great cliffhanger, right? Quest expires in 24 hours. Outlander waste clearance. Oh, I forgot about this one, by the way. Oh, I was supposed to get advanced component, but give me 24 hours. We are hacking right now. I mean, this is serious. I don't know if you hear this. And Tom says, I'm in. Oh, quest active, gold or asteroid. Expires in 45 days. Tom hacked an uplink and discovered the location of an asteroid orbiting the planet. It contains significant amounts of gold ore and potentially other resources as well. Orbital miners steer asteroids into orbit so that they can be mined and the ore sold to orbital traders. You do not detect any signs of life from this asteroid, which means there still might be mechs in there. You can reach the asteroid with transport pods, shuttles, or a Gravship, but my Gravship doesn't have enough of the range, by the way. Equip your colonists with sufficient orbital apparel before departing. And this is what Tom has discovered as the great secret of the mechanoids. It wasn't worth it. Let me reload the game. I'm not going to any asteroids right now. But probably when they were hacking, they have seen the space maps and they have seen all of the locations popping up on the screen. I can imagine it happening. Tom is wearing the gas mask, which is not the mask that is associated with Anonymous, but I was not expecting to hack the ancient uplink, alright. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Okay, we're not hacking this. Like, I will leave it for later if I've got some time. There are other things to address. But, stay tuned for Tom hacking more of the machines. Please like and subscribe. Oh, that was fun. If they find the hack, you just get locked out for a few hours. You just need to park right under the asteroid and range is moot. Oh, Tom decided to swim in this really, really small pond. You are scaring all of the fish. What are you doing, Tom? That's alright. There is no fish. We cannot fish there. But speaking of the asteroids, let's assume that I could possibly start the engines. I mean, I can start the engines already. I don't have to. I can view the range. So the range is determined by the amount of the chem fuel you have and the amount of thrusters you have. I've got the maximum amount of thrusters already, but I don't have additional chem fuel tanks to handle the flight. And that's why it might be a little bit more tricky. But right now we are on the world map, but what about orbit? See? I could try to get to this meteor base that is used by the faction, and this is that faction of space traders that I mentioned before. Back in the day, they were just passing by and you could call them from your colony in order to trade, and they would send the stuff with the drop pods. But now you can just jam the signal and trade with them, get to their base, I guess. But we don't have a lot of range. That's why I didn't want to get that quest. It depends on how long I can stay on this tile. Maybe I will be able to get there. Right now I've got the priority to increase the general storage in here. See, we've got 2 thrusters here and 2 thrusters here. Because logic, I mean, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be symmetrical. That's the funniest part. By the way, Scuba Steve is working on Duster. This is so cool. Lancer and QB are doing the research. I mean, I appreciate it. Oh, you don't have to smelt stuff anymore. Now I believe that I can just toggle power off, and then I can try to think of gathering more things. Also, the horses need to be roped to other space because I can see that they already ate most of the vegetation. It's time for them to move. Usually I am going for the place with a lot of brambles. The brambles seem to be the good source of nutrition. Okay. But also the horses need to be, and the goat, they need to be close enough to the Gravship so I could just protect them from the enemies if the raid is coming. And the raid didn't come in a while. That's what bothers me a little. But we'll see. Deconstruct this. this might be a little bit of a bug because you cannot rope the animal because you've got no reachable pens, but there is a caravan hitching spot, so you should be able to rope the animal. The way to bypass it, I believe it is a little bug that the game didn't recognize that there is a hitching spot. The best way to do it is to save the game and reload it, and then you can rope the animals. Probably I should report it too. Not the first time when that happened. And now if I use exactly the same character... Oh, not assigned to handling, that's even better. But there wasn't information about not assigned to handling. Also the goat... Okay, the goat was milk last time. Yes, we've got 12 units of milk. 12 liters of milk. Let's say 12 liters. Here they are going to have new food. But they are not hungry. The threshold, it needs to be less than 45%, I believe, roughly. But it's the best to send them to the place where the grass is 100% grown already. Or brambles. Brambles are much better. But please do not nom on my corn plants. The absolutely worst thing that can happen to you when it comes to vegetation is when you go for tree sowing and you get the bonsai pot, you want to make the place pretty for cheap. So you make the bonsai pot and then you do the tree sowing. But you've got the Thrambos, and the Thrambos are consuming your trees because they are the most convenient to be eaten. And usually I was placing these in bedrooms, but also I wanted for Thrambos to be able to rescue the pawns, especially because I didn't have hospital back then, so they were consuming of those trees. I gave up on the bonsai tree. Oh, we've got Pyrophone Pop back. I think that Horkovs needs to be the first one to have one. Good for you, because they are a jogger. There's another jogger that we have, which is Fragner, and they would be awesome, but they've got Peg Leg. And I'm not sure if I've got Archotech Leg to give them. Or at least, not yet. But llamas, we're still suffering from low food, and you know what? There is a high chance that this place will be abandoned. I don't think that maybe I broke the game, maybe I didn't, but there is the quest for Outlander Waste Clearance. And I'm lacking advanced components. I need it. Isn't that the... I think that this is the Union? Outlander Union, yes. They're going to throw some stuff at us. But it's not 100% free, we need advanced components. It's only 173 toxic waste packs. What can possibly happen? Actually, you can get the toxic infestation. I forgot about toxic infestation, but let's see where the drop pods are going to drop. This is something that you can cheat as well. Just saying. I'm not sure if you can hear the noises in the background. If you can hear it, it's Laser that decided to clean his keyboard apparently. And have moved a lot of his keys. So just in case, if you hear the noises in the background. Oh yeah, we've got the waste packs that arrived at... whatever. They broke the roof, whatever. Okay, let it rot. Let it spoil, let it spoil, let it spoil. Whatever. This is so far away that I couldn't care less. But it would be nice to keep it indoors. But should I care? Meh. Quest completed, pods arrived. Okay, show me. Show me. I need that advanced component. There is no time to lose. That advanced component needs to have some safe place. Also, uranium is good for weapons. You can make a longsword, uranium longsword. That is probably one of the best weapons in the beginning as a melee weapon. Also, the bioferrite longsword is very good, but it depends if you use anomaly or not. In my case, I've got anomaly, the DLC, but it's not really active because I didn't summon the obelisk. But to pack it up and return to sender, I don't have the drop pods available as the technology, so whatever. This will dissolve, but it will dissolve far away from me. Whatever. Whatever. Could be worse. In worst cases, when I was playing on losing is fun difficulty in my private playthrough, I had like one drop was like 300 toxic waste packs. As one drop, one mission. I love these. Sometimes you can get stuff that you can't get anywhere else, like the infinite chem reactor or the vanometric power cell or that thing that improves your mood. I don't remember how it's called, but you probably know that one. Okay, Llama's laser is making noises, and actually I would like to take a little stretch. All of the llamas are asleep, almost all of the llamas are. Except Kenny, that I forgot about. Sorry, Kenny. You're iron-willed. But see, you've got Aurora. Your mood will get better soon. Most of the llamas are asleep. And I will leave you with that lovely view. But also, I will show you the cafe, of course, so you can join it. And you can order the dishes that you want. It is still active in the background. You were rejoining this cafe all the time. Pets for everybody. Lovely to have you here, guys. We need to raise a lot of money for the next farm expansion. Let me show you. It's very... It's a lot of grind. It's a lot of grind. Also good for the hull of the ship. The uranium. Yes, because this is like the one of the most sturdy materials, I believe. So yes, you're right, Dragon. You're right. Right, llamas, I will leave you with the cafe. I will stretch. Get something to drink, maybe. And remember that you can check the new menu stuff. There is the onigiris, there is cotton candy, there is Spritey and that other F drink. There are many milkshakes. So remember to check all of the options that are available. Also, highly recommended apple pie. As always, it's classic. What happened to my game? I have no idea. Give me a second. Okay, the list is still active, so you're going to keep rejoining. Okay, let's save the game. That was weird. So make sure that you check anything that is available at the menu. Apple pie is highly recommended, as well as the... Where is it? Coffee roll. Looks amazing to me. So you know how to use this game. If not, I am pretty sure the commands are pretty simple, straightforward, and make sure that you order dishes. It will be a lot of fun. So I'm giving you all of the hacks. And I'm going AFK. Also, for Twitch, it doesn't apply to YouTube. For Twitch, I am going to launch ads for 3 minutes. This is the way to turn off the pre-roll ads. If there is anybody new who might want to join the stream, they won't be bothered with pre-roll ads, and this is the only reason why I do it. So don't be mad at me for doing this, but it's just easier to be found this way. Going to launch it in see you in about 5 minutes, I guess. Have fun with the at the cafe. I'm back. Thanks for waiting, Llamas. The weird thing is that my stream deck stopped. Oh no, I am not sure if my stream is working. Because my OS is not responding. So Llamas, I need to wait if I don't want to interrupt the stream. Welcome back, Fairy-san. This is weird. Alright, I'm back. Hi Llamas, welcome again. Sorry for this weird technical issue. My PC hanged and died basically. So I had to reset it. And Laser claims that it might be one of the known issues regarding the Windows and the SSD handling. Anyway, I am not going live on Twitch, but I am trying to at least sum up what happened on, at least on YouTube, for future reference, to allow me to run Rimworld really quickly and see if I have lost any saves or not. But I'm sorry for this situation. It's not convenient to me and it wasn't planned at all. I hope that you have enjoyed today's stream anyway. My session was probably long already, so probably you will have enough to watch. If you are from the future. But let me sum up quickly what we're going to do for the next stream. I think that going live right now on Twitch would be a little bit inconvenient to some of the llamas. Even if they're lurking, they would have to reload the player, and some of them might be asleep because it happens that you fall asleep to my streams. I really appreciate it, although I don't know how is that possible. So yeah, let's hope that my save didn't get corrupted, but that's why I am save spamming so much. So maybe it's not affecting anything. Okay, I think that I have lost a little bit. We'll see. Things are getting spawned. But the animals are in their place. Kenny was supposed to check what is in this building. Yes, the Aurora is here. Okay, so actually I'm up to date with everything. The hacking is not going to happen. Okay, so to sum up, not much happened in the game itself today, but I had a bunch of lovely conversations and I appreciate that every time when it happens. Llamas, thank you so much for joining me on today's stream. I hope that you're going to listen to it. After this video is processed, I will try to edit it a little bit so you're not going to get awkward silence or anything that happens when the PC is offline, but still stream is still running on YouTube. I am not sure how it works. Anyway, what we're going to do next is Of course, I am planning to explore more of the ruins because we still got some of the buildings that are not visited. I need to look for more berries because we cannot handle the fish. It would be nice to still follow the predator animals and see if they were hunting for something. This is a good way to handle things. And then I guess I will have to say to save Zai's mom. And also, I want to build some decent storage room, which is why I tried to increase the Gravship substructure as much as I could. And let's hope that the corn is going to grow normally and that we will get some decent harvest for once, not like the last time. Of course, I recommend you to check all of the previous on all the previous streams from the Rimworld Odyssey series. I will try to make it into separate playlist from Salty Colonies because I'm not playing with Twitch Toolkit and Toolkit. I hope that you had a lot of fun. I did have a lot of fun. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. I would really appreciate if you could consider, liking, subscribing. I know that it's boring as hell, but it actually helps me to be found on YouTube, and it's so difficult for a streamer my size to be found on Twitch and or YouTube. So, reactions are great, watch time is great for YouTube, as well as comments, if you want to throw your own Yo Mech Mama joke. Llamas, I appreciate you so much. Unfortunately, because my PC had to be reset, the list is not available for you to join. I mean, the list got wiped. I hope I didn't lose the progress of Not Monday Cafe. I will see it off. So, take care of yourselves. Have a lovely weekend. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next week. Make sure that you check out the scheduled streams on Twitch, or on YouTube, or on Discord as events or as the posts. Take care. Have an amazing, amazing weekend. I will miss you, Llamas. Bye bye. Take care. And let's say goodbye to all of the amazing llamas that were so brave to become part of this journey, of this odyssey. Bye bye.